Why did the happy man put his money in the blender? Because he wanted to make some liquid assets. A bit of humor to kick things off, because who doesn't love a good pun? I hope that tickled your funny bone and put a smile on your face. After all, laughter is one of the best ways to feel happier. But what if I told you there are also other effective ways? Intrigued? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the 10 ways to be happier. First up on our happiness list, embrace positivity. Now, you might be thinking, easier said than done, mate. But let me tell you, positivity is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. Imagine your mind as a garden. If you water the weeds of negativity, they'll overrun your beautiful blooms. But if you tend to the flowers of positivity, they'll flourish and brighten up your day. Think about the chap who spilled his coffee this morning. He could grumble about his ruined shirt, or he could laugh it off and say, well, at least I'm awake now. It's all about perspective, you see. Positivity isn't about ignoring life's problems. It's about approaching them in a constructive way. It's about being the silver lining chaser, the lemonade maker, the rainbow spotter in the rain. So remember to keep those positive vibes flowing. Secondly, don't forget to count your blessings. Now, I can almost hear some of you saying, but what blessings? Well, that's where the concept of gratitude comes in. Gratitude isn't about having a fancy car or a big house. It's about recognizing and appreciating the simple things in life. You see, gratitude is like a happiness magnet. The more you're grateful, the more you'll find things to be grateful for. It's like when you buy a new pair of shoes, and suddenly you start seeing those shoes everywhere. So, let's see. Perhaps you're grateful for that first sip of coffee in the morning, or maybe it's the sound of birds chirping outside your window. Or perhaps it's the fact that you're here, listening to this, and finding ways to bring more happiness into your life. So let's start appreciating the little things in life. Thirdly, shake a leg and stay active. Now, this isn't about becoming the next top athlete. It's about moving your body in ways that make you feel good and keep you healthy. Physical activity is like a happiness elixir. It releases endorphins, those magical chemicals in your brain that act as natural mood lifters. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how you feel a bit brighter after a brisk walk or a dance-off in your living room? That's your body's way of saying thank you. You don't need a gym membership or fancy equipment. Just find activities you enjoy and make them part of your daily routine. It could be a morning stretch, a lunchtime stroll, or a little boogie while cooking dinner. Remember, every step, jump, or shimmy counts. So whether you're a jumping jack enthusiast or a yoga aficionado, there's no right or wrong way to move. Just get moving and keep those endorphins pumping. Fourth on our list, nurture your relationships. It's a well-known fact that humans are social creatures. We thrive on connection and camaraderie. Having strong, positive relationships can greatly contribute to your overall happiness. They provide support, love, and increase your sense of belonging and purpose. So how do we cultivate these precious ties? Start by improving your communication. Listen actively, respond thoughtfully, and be open to different perspectives. This builds trust and understanding. Pay attention to the small details, they often matter the most. A simple, "How was your day?" can go a long way. Next, spend quality time together. Shared experiences create shared memories, strengthening your bond. Engage in activities you both enjoy or try out something new together. And remember, it's a two-way street. Be there for them, just as much as they are there for you. It's in the giving that we receive. Remember, happiness is real when shared. Fifth, get a hobby. You know, hobbies are like the secret sauce to happiness. They are a delightful escape from the humdrum of everyday life, a chance to explore the depths of our interests, and a surefire way to burst stress bubbles. Imagine yourself playing a musical instrument, creating symphonies that soothe your soul. Or perhaps you're more of a green thumb, finding solace in the silent chatter of plants. Maybe you're a bookworm, losing yourself in the labyrinth of literature, or you're the artsy kind, painting canvases with the hues of your imagination. Hobbies can be anything that lights up your spirit, that makes you lose track of time. They are the little pockets of joy that infuse happiness into our lives. One stitch, one note, one stroke at a time. So, whether it's cooking or coding, dancing or diving, hiking or haiku writing, there's a hobby out there just for you. So, what are you waiting for? Start exploring your interests. Sixth, let's dwell in the present. Mindfulness, my friends, is like being on a first date with the present moment. You're not thinking about your grocery list or dwelling on that embarrassing thing you did 3 years ago. You're right here, right now, savoring each tick of the clock. Now you might wonder how mindfulness could turn up the happiness volume. Well, it's simple. When you're fully engaged in the present, you're not stressing about the past or the future. You're enjoying the sweetness of the now, and that's a recipe for happiness. You don't need to be a Zen master to practice mindfulness. Just take a few moments every day to focus on your breath, the sensation of the wind against your skin, or the rhythm of your footsteps. It's like a mini vacation for your brain. So, give mindfulness a try. Remember, the present moment is all we have. 7th, don't hesitate to ask for help. Now this might sound like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how often we overlook this simple step. We're such staunch believers in the power of do-it-yourself that we sometimes forget it's okay to reach out to others, especially when it comes to our mental health. Dealing with mental health issues can be like navigating a maze in the dark. It's frustrating, it's disorienting, and it can feel like you're going in circles. But you know what? It's okay to admit you're lost. It's okay to ask for directions. Professional help is like a torch in that maze. It lights up the path, helps us see the twists and turns, and guides us towards the exit. So if you're feeling lost in the maze of your mind, don't hesitate. Reach out to professionals. They're there to help. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. 8th, let's limit our screen time. Picture this. You're scrolling through your feed, and everyone seems to be living picture-perfect lives. It's easy to feel like you're behind in the game of life. But remember, social media rarely reflects reality. It's a highlight reel, not a candid camera. Excessive use of social media can lead to feelings of inadequacy, envy, and even depression. It's like eating too much candy. A little bit is fun, but too much can give you a stomachache. So, let's treat social media like candy, shall we? Take regular breaks from your screen. It could be as simple as setting a timer for every 20 minutes, or choosing one day a week to go completely offline. You might be surprised at how much more time you have for other things, like practicing gratitude, nurturing relationships, or pursuing a hobby. So, let's unplug and unwind. 9th, love yourself. Now let's talk about something that's as essential as air. We're talking about self-love and self-care. It's the cornerstone of happiness. Imagine yourself as a cup. You need to fill your cup first before you can pour into others. So, how do we practice self-love? It's about appreciating who you are, embracing your strengths and weaknesses, and treating yourself kindly. It might be as simple as taking a long, leisurely bath, or as profound as setting boundaries to protect your peace. It could be a quiet morning walk, treating yourself to your favorite dessert, or just spending an evening curled up with a good book. It's about taking time to do what makes your soul sing. But remember, self-love isn't selfish, it's essential. It's not about being self-centered, but about nurturing your own well-being so you can be your best for yourself and others. Remember, you deserve all the love and care in the world. Last but not least, never stop learning. You see, the world is a vast expanse of knowledge just waiting to be discovered. And the joy of learning, it's like finding hidden treasure, but the kind that enriches your mind and soul. Remember when you first learned how to ride a bike? That rush of triumph as you pedaled into the sunset, wind in your hair, the world at your feet. That's the kind of joy that learning brings. It's the thrill of knowing something today that you didn't yesterday, the satisfaction of understanding a complex concept, or the delight of mastering a new skill. So whether it's picking up a new language, understanding the mysteries of the cosmos, or simply learning how to bake a perfect chocolate chip cookie, keep exploring. Because every time you learn something new, you're adding a dash of joy to your life. So, keep that curiosity alive. And there you have it, 10 ways to boost your happiness. To recap, we've discussed embracing positivity, practicing gratitude, staying active, nurturing relationships, pursuing a hobby, practicing mindfulness, seeking help when needed, limiting social media, practicing self-love, and continuing to learn. These are all crucial elements to a happier life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below about your favorite way to stay happy. Until next time, stay happy and keep smiling.